Okay, guys. Good morning. This morning, I would like to walk us through the Raven game on SUI, which is the One Fight Arena. For those that are conversant with the One Championship brand, the One Championship brand is an MMA organization similar to UFC. A lot of us will know UFC. So, One is a UFC competitor, and they're actually a big established brand in the MMA space. So they created this game, and this game was on SUI. Very, very exciting game. I have gotten addicted to this game. So I'll try to run us through the whole 411 of the game, like what it entails, how to play the game, strategies to use, just basically everything that the game entails. Because I've been getting a lot of questions about how to play the game, how does the game work. So I'll try and walk us through that shortly. So I don't know. I think there are a couple people in the group that would be quite interested in this, so I am sending the link out shortly. So even if you get here late, you would be able to catch up. Like, you can always rewatch the video. So let me get started. Now you would see the latest update on the game. The whole interface was not like this when I joined, but I think this is cool anyway. Now this here is your profile, and this is where you set your name and the name of your gym. You can always edit this, and you would see that there's a wallet address. This wallet address is linked to the Forge account. You can always find a link to where to join the Forge dashboard in the description of this video. So once you click that link, the best way to go about it is sign up with your Google email. Why? Because when you load the game too, you would also go into the game with your Google email. So I wouldn't dwell too much on this area, but you can see that this shows my profile, this shows my badge, and this shows my this is just like a fun part of it. Like, they show news, like almost making it look like a real MMA organization. So now once you leave this place, you would see some other parts. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is like a daily bonus that you can always get to claim. There's also the Classic League. This Classic League is like a ranking where you progress. I think this Classic League runs every 4 days. Like, you can see on this league, I am presently 13th, and I will promote to the next league. So there's a occasional ranking system for this league. Like, and when you win, you get trophy. So it's a trophy that ranks you up in your league. Like, you can see now, presently I'm at 67 trophies. I would explain that depending on your win, that's the amount of trophies you get and all of that. So that's about that. There's also the daily contest. The daily contest is like, it's also another ranking. It gives awards, it gives prizes rather. So, but I'm not always a big fan of daily contests because it's always difficult to rank well where the reward will not be worth it. There's the message tab where you see your messages. You can see this is where you get the Web3 related messages, because the adrenaline is the in-game currency. So I always withdraw my adrenaline, I think like 2-3 times a day. Yeah. That's the way I go about it. Now, this is the setting. This setting is just simply straightforward. You can decide what you want to turn on and turn off. You can see I made the graphics low because the game crashes on iOS. So I try to reduce whatever phone, whatever power it needs on my phone. Yeah, so the major thing I would like to show is the gameplay anyway, but let me just explain the whole concept. Now, as you can see on the lower bottom of my screen, there is the battle where you can just go into the ring and fight. There is a friend tab where you would see everybody you've sent requests to. You can pause this video and send a request to me if you want me to be your friend, and we can play private games within the game. There's the season pass. This season pass is like a normal pass within most games where you buy a pass and you get rewards. So the reward goes as high as level 55, but you need 10,000 trophies. Presently I'm at 4,400, so I still have quite a long way to go, but lucky enough for me, we still have like 16 days for the season to end. I think it's quite achievable anyway. So if it is something that interests you, because there are actually some cool rewards like these shorts. I'll get to this short later. These shorts will give you special effects and special ability within the game, so it is beneficial actually. There are a couple shots that you can get if you paid for this pass. Now there are some reward you can gain or you can claim even if you don't pay for the pass. There's some reward you can claim, but there are some rewards you cannot claim if you don't pay for the pass. These shots especially. And Takeru, a fighter. So that's about that. The next thing is management. This is where you get to switch between the fighters in your gym. These are different fighters in my gym. I think I have all but just two of these fighters, Angler and Joshua Pachial. So you can see there are different fighters, there are different rarities. The ones in gold are 5-star, there are 3 stars, and there's the Takeru that I have in 4-star. So now let me show you the difference, one of the difference when it comes to rarity of fighters. Now, when you have a fighter, all your fighters have your fighters have like what they call innate ability. This ability is what is in the game. These are special abilities that you can use while taking on your opponent. So it is important because that will determine how you would target. It's like a Candy Crush. The gameplay is like a Candy Crush style. So that's what we target, the particular kind of stuffs you would match. Now let me show you the special ability or the abilities for Takeru. Now you will see here, these are abilities. There's the power corner. It increases power of 4 dots in 4 corners by 2. Meaning that if the dots is like Candy Crush that are fruits now, they use dots. Like if the dots have a power of 2, when you use this ability, it will increase by 2 extra and become 4. Now the next one is increases power of 4 dots in the center by 2. Meaning that every dot in the center would increase by 2, similar to the ones on the corner. The last one is extra move. You get 1 extra move instantly. Now, per round, for those that know MMA and are conversant with MMA, MMA is for the major events, there are 5 rounds. So this game is basically just treated like a major event. So everything is a 5-round fight. So for each round, you have just 3 moves. But if I use this particular ability, it will increase my move from 3 to 4. Now, this is where you can manage your ability. If I click here, I can increase the potency of my ability. A lot of times, when you upgrade your ability, it either reduces the number of energy you need to use the ability, or it increases the efficiency of the ability. Now, let me try and see if I can upgrade. Which one can I upgrade? Let me upgrade this power center. Now you can see that it said increases power of 4 dots in center by 2. I can simply just click add. I will click adding these shards, and you'll see that it has increased from 2 to by 3. So now the energy required is just 4 energy. I think the next upgrade might reduce the energy I need. You see, it reduced it to 3. So that is a very good way to go with managing these abilities, because the stronger your abilities, the more advantage you have against opponents when you are actually fighting them. So that's about that. I would explain now. Along the line, when you are fighting, when you start off, you would not have a plethora of, for example, you will not have shots like I do. You will just have the basic shots. You will not have all these abilities like I do. But along the line, when you win bouts, they would keep giving you these rewards. They will keep giving you shots. They will keep giving you abilities. They will keep giving you shards. Those shards are what you use to improve your ability. Now, let me show you where you can assign these shards. Yeah, when you click assign to athlete, you would have different things you can assign. So until you assign an object to an athlete, they can't use the object. So take that into consideration. For those that are playing outrightly for the first time, you will see that when you are fighting some people, they will have fine shots, and you just have this plain black shot. This is where they are getting it from. But you need to assign these shots, and you need to unlock these shots so that your athletes can wear them. Now, let me try and, just for the sake of this explanation, let me assign Takeru this red shot. I don't think he has it before, but okay, let me explain the remaining 3 things. There's the abilities, where you assign individual abilities to your fighters, and there's a way you can. I think there was a way I touched it now that it showed me. It essentially showed me what the ability does, but you can always find that out later. There's also animation. Animation has special effects that happen during the fight. I would explain to you when we get there, when we have a real fight. Now, athlete progress. Now, this place is a very good place to get shots, abilities, and shards. After fighting, when you complete some particular task, they would give you rewards to collect. You can always collect the rewards. I think it would be better if I use an athlete that I can claim almost everything for. Okay, I'm trying to look for one of my fighters that I can use for this illustration. Okay, for example, she has the red shot already. That's the red shot already. Okay, you know what? Let me just use Takeru, because I think Takeru gives me the ability to explain some things. Though I can't claim the athlete's progress, but I can do other things. For example, let me assign shots. I click assign to athletes, and I assign him this red shot, and I click assign. Now, the moment I click assign, I just go to management, and because he has other shots, I will just scroll. You can see what this shot does. You can see what. Come on. Now, this shot gives me 10% more adrenaline, while this one gives me 15%. I prefer this one. I wish I knew, and I would have just given him 15 and given someone else this 10. So now, for example, the one I just sent to him, I have 23 shards, normal shards, 3 medium shards, and 3 gold shards. Now, shots also have rarity. So some shots will require you use gold shards. Some shots will require you use normal shards, depending on the special abilities those shots have. For this particular one, for these red shots, it uses normal shards. So I just click add shards. I click add shards. I click add shards for 4 times. The moment it unlocks, you can see that Takeru is wearing the Japanese shorts now. The moment it unlocks, if I click the red one, it switches to the red shorts. But I don't like these red shorts. It's just aesthetics. It's not that useful. I prefer my koi shorts. So I click my koi shorts, and Takeru is wearing the shorts. So that's just about that. The stats up here, you will see level, there's the health, there's the power, and there's the adrenaline per victory. Meaning that every time you win, you get 80 adrenaline. But because I'm wearing a shorts that give me 15% more, every time I win, I will get more than 80. I think I get around 92. Yeah, I think I get around 92. The pro bonus is for when you buy a contract. When you buy a contract for an athlete, what you are simply doing is you want it to be tradable on the blockchain. I don't think they've kicked off that yet. They promised to do that this month, but it is not live yet. So that's just that about that. Now let us get into the juicy part. Let us get into a fight. I think because of the combination, let me use this babe. She's pretty good. Now I would explain some things. I might skip some things because I'm trying to win, but please bear with me. So now you can either play the daily contest or you play normal fights. I don't like the daily contest. I've run the daily contest for like 1 week and the reward is not as rewarding. It's not as it's not as juicy. The reward is not as juicy as when I am just doing the normal fight. It's the normal fight that qualifies you for the classic league, whereas the daily contest classifies you for the daily contest. That's just as straightforward. Now let's go into a bout. The moment I click play, sorry. I want to explain something. Now, for each fighters, you have 3 stamina that regenerates every 2 hours, and it maxes out at 3. Meaning that if you have 3, let me show you one of my fighters that probably has 3. You can see that the timer is not counting because she's all juiced up. She has enough juice to go and fight. When you use up your power, what happens is, let me look for somebody that I've exhausted. I think I've exhausted Tankai. Oh no, I've not exhausted Tankai. What have I exhausted? Okay, I've not exhausted anybody, but I think I would exhaust her now, and I will be able to explain what I mean. Now, so when she's exhausted, I can drink more of these boosters just beside this trophy. And this trophy that I have 20 of them, what it does is it gives me a boost. It gives me extra trophy when I win. So let us use one. Now in times past it used to be cooler, but I think this is a bug because she's drinking the juice instead of just taking snapshots that it used to be before. Now you see that on the trophy side it was +4 before, but now it's +6, meaning that I get more trophy if I win this match. Now let's go into a match. You simply click play and the system matches you with somebody, matches you with another player within the game. Now, so that I don't lose this bout, I might rush some things. You can always come back and watch this video. You can always come back and check some of the things I did out. Now, because I know this fighter already, a major ability is that she gets more defense. Now, one mistake that people make, you guys have seen playing this game, is they store up defense. That is not how MMA works. Now that is sponge. Now there's also what there's a lot to explain. We're in a arena where for every 4 moves you make, you get an extra. I just used that ability. I used it twice because I want our defense to be all perfect. Sorry, I think I'm playing badly because I am trying to explain some of these things. But this person looks like somebody that is playing not too long ago, and I should be able to get this easy dub. Now you would see that these green things are energy. They fill up the bar for abilities. Oh my god, I just messed up there. But I should be fine. This person is not playing well. He's not matching shields. Now you will see the bar on top. I have 28 energy and he has 9 energy. The moment I'm able to exhaust his energy, it will be easier for me to KO because every other matches I make would now add to my KO. It's a fast-paced game because I have just 22 seconds to play my round, which is why I'm trying to watch everything up. But I think I should be fine. This person is not giving me much of a fight. Now you see what I did? I had a lot of blocks, but it might look like I was wasting it. I didn't waste it. I've had people knock me out with just 7% chance of knocking me out. So you have to be very careful with instances like that. Now I just pressed a special ability. I pressed the other abilities I assigned to her. The reason why I'm so heavy on her because she offers me a lot of defense. And for those that are fans of MMA, people that watch UFC, you know that defense is very important. Now, I'm going to try and KO him. He has been very poor on defense, so probably would not put up much of a fight. There's like an 80% chance of me knocking him out. Now, he has blocked it with 8, so it has reached to 79 and light out. So, it is just that simple. I'll use another fighter now so that you will see a different way to go about maneuvering strategies to win fight. Ideally, I usually watch ads so that I get more adrenaline, but because I'm streaming, I would not do that. It's probably going to be against YouTube policy. Now, you will see that the booster I used really helped me. I got 11 trophies. If I had not used that booster, I would probably have just gotten 6 trophies. So you need to also be strategic if you want to climb the league, if you want to progress faster, and all of that. Now, I'm going to change fighter because the other fighter is going to have a different skill set, but I just want to show you guys different strategy. Now, whenever I'm using Itsuki Hirata, I am always heavy on defense. Normally, I'm heavy on defense because if you don't defend well, you will get knocked out. You'll get knocked out by somebody that is probably just lucky. They would use a 7% KO opportunity to knock you out. And it actually hurts when somebody that is not as good as you are knocks you out. So, like you can see, I was leading the fight by scores. There are also some fights that nobody will knock anybody out. So and that is also one of the advantages of being somebody that is heavy on defense. Because once you are heavy on defense, when you defend an attack, their point would not count. For example, if somebody has 12 punches and you have like 14 defense and you block out those punches, they will get 0 on the scoreboard. So even if eventually after 5 rounds, nobody knocks anybody out, you would win by decision. So it is always safer to invest into defending. You need to defend. Because in normal life, if you are fighting somebody, you would not just open yourself up and let them beat you up. So that principle is so simple that I really don't understand why a lot of people playing this game ignore defending. They try and save up defending till the last round, which a lot of fights would not even get to the last round if whosoever you are playing is smart and strategic enough and understands mixed martial arts. So if you scroll to the left, is it left? Yeah. You will see the stats of yourself and your opponent. You would see that this person has fought less than 100 fights and I have more than 1,000 fights already. So I have experience. I understand the game more. It's probably one of the reasons why the victory was easy for me. So now let's continue. Let me show you guys like 2-3 more gameplays. Now I'll just claim my rewards. I'll show you guys like 2-3 more gameplays, and now like you can see that her posture is different. If I try and click her, she will tell me to get out, that she's tired. You will see that the reward I will get from trophies would also be lower because she's exhausted. So what I can simply do is I can simply just click the drink and tell her to drink, and it's almost like she's drinking an energy drink. So let's do that because I will probably use that later. So when you click it, you see that she picks up the drink, she drinks it, her energy is back, and my rankings are back. Now, you will probably ask, how can you get this booster? You can get this booster by buying it in the shop. You can buy it in the classic shop. If you have enough gold bars, you can also buy it with gold bars. You can buy it with gold bars. 29 would get you 1. But I prefer to buy it in the classic shop with the normal dollars in the game. Where is it? I can't seem to find it in the classic shop, but trust me, it's in the classic shop. They are probably not offering it today, but it's usually in the classic shop, so you might just need to be patient. Now, what do I want to say again? Yes, a very good way to also progress well in the game is to have a lot of fighters. How do you have a lot of fighters? You can also buy fighters in the shop. You can buy fighters with gold, but that would require buying it with real money, or you can buy it in classic shop. This classic shop, there's a strategy I adopted. I just buy mystery athletes. Though it seems like I've maxed out buying my mystery athlete because I have almost everybody, so the random number generator, the RGN, just keeps the random generator keeps giving me fighters I have already. So I think I need to look for another strategy to get the remaining 2 fighters I need anyway. So that's just about that. So let's get into the next game so that I can show you another gameplay. Let us change the fighter to Takeru. I really don't like Takeru's innate ability, because these 4 corners, it is usually hard to match stuff that are within the corners. So I usually that's why I mixed it with this middle power center, because that way the boxes in the middle are always easier to match for me. Now let's just get into the fight and show you some other strategies we can use. Now let's play. Sorry, I'm supposed to use a booster because I'm trying to get into the top 3 in my new league. Now you can see that Shanghai grants us 10 energy. Let me quickly just explain some things. The green ones are energy. Energy gives you ability to use power. The yellow ones are punches. The orange ones are kicks. The blue are defense. Sorry, so I've wasted some time. You can see I use the middle one now. I need defense. Oh, I think I missed out. I was supposed to. Now, as you can see, this person is an experienced player. This person is wearing a short. You can see that he or she used a defense team, which is very important. Like, I wouldn't understand for the life of me why people don't use their defense. Like, can never be me. Because in real life, I wouldn't just I think I'm going to lose this fight because I was supposed to be using my extra move ability though. Because I'm trying to explain some things, I've been missing it. So extra move, I'll use the extra move now. Defense, heavy on defense, very important.
Peak performance!
Sad, but I might lose this fight. Oh my god, I messed it up. I was supposed to block the 10 because 12 is more than 10. It's quite very difficult. I think multitasking is difficult. Being excellent at multitasking. So let's try and see if we can salvage this match, because it's looking like I might lose. The funny thing is, I might just be lucky. Now, there's a very important decision here: KO and punch. I'm going to choose KO because 30% is very high. I can get knocked out with that 30%. So I wouldn't take that risk. You see, you can just imagine. I tried to block it and I still got KO. Anyway, the writing was on the wall that I was going to lose this fight. Because I did make the right decision.
By KO.
And as you can see, my opponent is quite experienced. My opponent was doing almost like the exact replica of what I would have done. So it makes up for a very good fight. Now let's try and go like a couple more rounds. You can watch ads to save, but I'm streaming this on YouTube. It's probably going to be against their policies. I am not going to watch the ads. I'm just going to take that hell and move to a fighter that might get me something reasonable. Let us try Juan. And let us use a booster.
Energy recharge.
So let me be sure that this is still streaming. Okay, it's still streaming. So I think Juan is a good fighter. Let us look at his abilities. He increases bonus for that round. There's always a bonus at each round. Perpetual attack. I like this perpetual attack, but I've not been able to upgrade it to the kind of level I want it to be at, because the perpetual attacks ensures that you can always attack. You would always have extra attack every round. Very good. It's very good, if you ask me. Now let me try and improve it. I don't have gold shards, so it might still cost me a lot, but hopefully, yes, upgrade. I mistakenly clicked upgrade now. You can also use the XPs they give you to upgrade your athlete. It usually costs $200. Now, there's athlete specific upgrades, and there are upgrades that everybody can use. You can see these upgrades. This upgrade can be applied to any other person. Let me just show you. The moment I click merge, I'm not going to waste my code bars. I'm always going to use dollars. Now, if you go to another fighter, you would see that those two upgrades are there again. So let us, because I might not remember to come back here.
Stronger and better.
Yes, this is what I wanted you guys to see. Now, once your fighter goes to the next level, you also get rewards, and that is why these kind of upgrades are important. Though a lot of times when you fight, you get XPs. No, I'm not using the wrong thing. You get XPs to. Who were we using? Okay, I think we were using Jojo. You get XPs that further makes your fighter stronger. Your fighter needs to be strong, because you will be facing opponents that are also improving their fighters. So you need to increase the number of tiles in punches, in kicks, in energy. Okay, no, energy does not increase, sorry. In KOs and defense. I'm sorry. I got a call. Let me be sure I'm still streaming. Okay, I'm still streaming. I really don't know why she keeps calling. It can't be that important. Now I'm trying to. This is bad. This is bad. This is really bad. I think I might be losing 2 games. 2 consecutive matches. Now, I know Roteng very well. Roteng has this kick-specific ability. So this guy is going to be loading up on kicks. I need to also be loading up on defense. And if possible... Oh my God. I'm so sorry, because all of you that watch this... all of you that watch this stream will probably think I don't know how to play, like I'm not good enough, but I promise, I'm actually good enough. I'm actually a little bit very good in this game, but it's just quite unfortunate that I'm getting my ass whooped by... My opponent is in very strong position to easily win this game. Okay, you know what? I might just have a slim shot at winning. Although this is not looking like a bout I can win. Sometimes, if things are not falling your way, you can always shuffle, but I consider that a waste of my move, because a shuffle would always cost you 1 move, so I really don't see the point in shuffling. It's sad because I think I really fluffed this match and I've lost. But what are the odds if I win with just 10% skill? Come on. Oh, I did. Damn, that was wishful thinking anyway. Like you can see, nobody was knocked out, but because I had lower points than my opponents. My opponent had 7,600 points. I had 2,700 points. Automatically, it went by decision. Oh, I forgot to show his ability. Anyway, so that's about that. Let's try and pick an opponent we can win with. Let's go back. Let's go back to my favorite, Android 18. She's very good. At least she suits my playing style very well. Then after this match, I would explain how the Forge dashboard works. And okay, I think I would explain how to withdraw your adrenaline first. Then we'll withdraw adrenaline, then we'll go to the dashboard. I'll show you guys how the dashboard looks like. And probably I'll have enough adrenaline to enter into the Frenzy League. I will show you guys how to do that too. Okay. So we always go big. We always go big on defense because she is a defense merchant. And defense wins you championship. In any sport, it does win you championship. So we are going to be going heavy because I need to load up on defense. That was why I kind of took that unnecessary move. But I think I would easily win this. This person looks inexperienced. The person is saving up defense, which is quite a very stupid strategy. It's a stupid strategy in any kind of sport. Trying to save up defense, I really don't. For the life of me, I can't understand why anybody would decide to play that way. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy that saves up defense and gets beaten up. Now, Stampy's bar is exhausted, so I can just keep beating her up over and over again. I can keep beating her up over and over again. And because of the fact that I can defend myself, there's almost a zero chance of this person defeating me because I kind of have this game on wrap. So I say that to say that I don't really think storing defense is a good way to play this game. It's not a good way to play this game. The reason why the defense is in the game in the first place is so that you can use it up. Now, because she just used that KO, by default, I will just simply block the KO. 60% is more than 7%, so there's no chance of her beating me anyway if I had not knocked out. Yes, a very important thing to also point out is the fact that whosoever completes the agreed first gets to attack first. So it is very important. Sometimes the order of the strike would determine who wins, because sometimes you guys will be going neck to neck, and who is able to execute their knockout punch first would be who wins the bout. So a lot of times you also need to be fast with matching stuff up and making decisions. So I think this is fair enough display of my of my ability within the game. We played 4 bouts and had a 50% win. I won 2, I lost 2. I think like that's fair enough to show you that this strategy works. And now let's show. I would like to show you guys how to withdraw your adrenaline. A very simple way you can go about it is you just simply scroll here, like you sweep left left, and then you can click withdraw, and you withdraw here. Once you withdraw here, it withdraws it to your Forge dashboard. Now let's close that. Now the other way to withdraw is you can click manage and go to the fighters tab and you click withdraw. This is also another way to go about it. So whatever way you decide to go about it, always try to withdraw your adrenaline because it is the currency you use within the game. I think I have enough now to show you guys. Now, this is how to collect reward. You simply just collect the reward. And when your duffel bag opens up, you see what you got from those rewards. I think there's still one fighter I can withdraw shards from. Okay, sorry, underlining from rather. Yeah. So I think that should be enough to show us what I want to show us. Yeah, I think those are still the only fighters I've used today. Okay. I doubt if I've used Pantija. I don't think I've used that today. So you at least you can see the advantages of having many athletes. You can get to play a lot of times. Like you get opportunity to play more rounds than somebody that has one or two fighters. Now, I think with that we can go to So let's go to I don't know if this will be trying to open the game, but I think this is okay. So when you click the link in the description of this video, it will take you to a login portal. Then you log in with the exact email, the exact Gmail you logged into the game with. It's very important to use the exact email because that way it syncs your account and you'll be able to manage any other thing you need to do on the Forge platform. I don't know why this is taking so long. So take note, always log in with the same email. Okay, I think I'm in now. Come on, why is this taking forever? Okay, yeah. So on the dashboard, you can see the amount of adrenaline I have that I can spend, or in this case, they call it invest. Now, one of the places you need to go to is Quest. You can get more quests. You can get more adrenaline by completing this quest. Like you can see, I've completed them all. Then the next place you need to be conversant with is the raffle. Once you click raffle, if you don't want to go into the frenzy league, this is also a good way to get prices from SUI. You can win 30 SUI. 30 SUI on the market is like I think close to $100, if not more. Now, as you can see, there are 55 participants and there's going to be one winner. You can win gold slabs, you can win adrenaline. I think I entered for this one too. I think I have a couple tickets here. That's just about that. Now, the next thing you need to be conversant with is what I would like to refer to as the important one, which is the Frenzy League. Now, this Frenzy League is a 7 days event where you invest a portion of your adrenaline to rank up on a leaderboard. And after the 6th day, on the 7th day, you would get a final standing. Now, it's very important to always invest every day of those 6 days. Why? Because for every day, there's a point for each day. So if you skip one day, you will be missing out on significant points that will take you further down on the leaderboard. like they explained here, the first prize gets 100 points, the second prize gets 99 points. So the cumulative of that points is what would now determine where you stand on the table, not necessarily the amount of adrenaline you were able to chunk in one go. It is very important to explain this. Try as much as possible not to miss any day. Be faithful, be consistent, and come every day for 6 days. Upper week, I won 5 SUI. This week, I won 8 SUI. That's 13 SUI. Not bad. For a game I actually do enjoy playing. So for today, let me check the amount of adrenaline I have. I think I have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is very nice. I love this number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0. I have 12,340 adrenaline. Because I know how these leaderboards usually shake up, I think I would invest almost all of it. So I would invest 12,400. Let's go, 12,400. I'm putting in 12,040 rather. I am doing this. I'm not making a round figure. Why? Very important thing. I've noticed that a lot of times what would determine fifth from sixth sometimes every day is those figures that are not round. A lot of people will invest round figures like 8,000. But if you invest 8,040, 8,010, you would be on top of somebody that invests 8,000. So that's also something to take note. So I'm going to join and invest. They are telling me they need to refresh my connection. So it will take me back to where I would need to click my Gmail. I will simply select my email, the one I'm using for the game. And it will take me back to where I will just impute the number of adrenaline I want to impute. This is taking longer than usual, but okay. Yes, we are back here. 12,040. Invest. Then I think I will have 300 adrenaline left. Yeah. So investment accepted. See the result for this round tomorrow. So you can see the name of everybody that has invested an amount, not necessarily ranking, but I can tell you for a fact, this Casano guy is always winning the 25 SUI since I started joining this league. Olushola Akinyemi, I think this is somebody I know. J. Oluwarop Simitu looks like somebody I know. If I refresh this, it would show my username somewhere there. Where am I? Where is ACIDBJ? Yes, I am there. So that's that about that. I hope this live stream has been helpful. And if you have any question, like, subscribe, share. If you have any question, drop in the comment section. I would do well to answer them. And if need be, I would run another stream. But until then, thank you guys. See you guys on the other side. Peace.